Sign in real quick. Talk while I do things.
Hello, everyone. We are back. Can you hear me okay?
I think so. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's coming from you or the microphone. Main mic. Okay. It seems like we are audible.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay. Fine. It's coming from the mic. Good. All right. So we are back again. My gosh. What happened last time? It's been so long.
They found out that the thing that she has is not a single time thing, and it's real. And she didn't show up, but Kosei went through a lot of sort of evolution in his whole perspective of like his mom and everything like that. You remember that? I know it's been a little bit of time. So are you good?
Trying to figure out why I hear you differently this time around than usual.
I don't know. You can bump it.
Ah, there you go. Okay, cool. Great. Okay, we're good now.
Okay. Anyway, so obviously he did that performance by himself. He went through this sort of revolution on his thoughts on his mother, and all that sort of stuff. And he was able to activate that by playing for Kaori. However, she still didn't show up, and they had to go figure out what was wrong. They did some sort of exploration of, like, well, they did some social exploration of revisiting her into the hospital, being like, "Hey, is this real? Like, you're gonna be okay, right?" And that's kind of like where they stopped us. In the meantime, they introduced a new character, which is another blonde girl. This time with brown eyes, but she's very small, and she's extremely interested in learning the piano. However, she does seem to be another one of those people that have been influenced by the way that Kosei has played music. So she watched the last performance that he played, and she almost mimics him to a T, including some of the harshness. So we learn about that character, and I forgot her name, but essentially she asked Seto, which is Kosei's like professor, to mentor her, teach her how to play piano, things like that. She's super well talented. She goes through a really quick trial, and Seto's really impressed. However, she's like, I'm not going to do this. So she punts it to Kosei, and Kosei essentially is now supposed to teach her. He doesn't know what to do with that because he's never taught before. He's always been the student and always the performer. So this is kind of a new thing for Seto. For Kosei. However, I think this was like sort of a test for Seto so that she could help him along the way with his journey by doing things a little bit differently than he's used to. But yeah, so we're left on a cliffhanger of he is a new student. He's gotten better, but then he also has this lingering issue with Kaori because she's not improving, and they haven't really talked about things seriously. Oh, and then your girl Tsubaki finally realized her feelings. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So like they kind of had like a moment together where they're walking on the beach, hanging out like they used to do, see the stars, everything's bright for her, obviously, as always, with Kosei and her alone. However, he talks about his aspirations, which he's never cared about before. So he's thinking about going to another school that's more musical, which would take him away from her, which makes her upset. And she finally feels it of like how much she cares about him. So she runs away, and then she also overhears the next day that he's looking at options like abroad. So not even just in Japan, he's going even further away, which kind of reinforces that whole feeling of like music is taking me away from this guy that I'm super into, which makes her hate it even more. So all in that, she also gets broken up with, but it was more like a pity thing because like the dude that she has been stringing along really wasn't feeling it because she was not 100% into the relationship. And as a result, he's just like, hey, you were super cool, but like you just seem not here. So like I'm going to pursue another girl. I don't even know if the girl's real, but he basically just gave her an exit. She feels terrible about it. And then I guess she just like I don't know how this all happens, but they end up like Kosei and Tsubaki end up in the piano room, and he's playing, and she's pissed off about like obviously all this stuff that happened. She got broken up with. This dude that's right next to her is like basically leaving her, and she doesn't know what to do. However, Kosei kind of just sits in the pocket and is like, hey, I'm here for you since we're always here for each other. Like, and she just, at that point, she resolves that she's going to be upfront with her feelings and like really go head on with it. Which is, again, to what you said before, is her sense of bargaining.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, like her progression of loss, I thought she was reverting because she's going to resolve somewhere else. However, it makes sense that she's just going down the line of managing her loss, and then the next stage of loss for her is bargaining, where she's trying to do anything she can to recoup what she feels like she's lost. That's all I remember.
That's a great summary.
Okay.
Especially because it's been a while.
Yeah. So just for a recap, we're going to go over episodes 16 through 18 tonight, and then we'll wrap up the rest of the series. I think there's 4 episodes tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, we're going to go over the OVA, which is the prequel. So we should finish all of Your Lie in April by the end of April. And if we can get super fancy on the last one, we will have Canale's, which will be a video on her thing. But we maybe, if we're successful, we will be eating Canale's on the last day of April.
The recipe is a lot more involved than we originally thought, including a 24-hour refrigeration time.
We almost bought $60 molds for y'all.
A lot of very specific ingredients and requirements, like copper molds and beeswax, for example. So we'll test it out and see if we can figure it out. And if so, we'll have them here.
And then we'll have the creation on her channel. Okay, let's start this. I'm going to let you listen for a while since I watched the first half of this just to get all the settings going. I'm just going to see how the levels are.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
You have to talk. Really explain the dark parts because it starts off hella dark.
Okay. So the 31st is a special day. Oh, she's back and practicing. Oh, so it explains when she originally fell.
That really hurt. My foot. Huh?
She's starting to lose feeling in her feet. And the pattern continues. There is blood on almost every single episode. That's a lot of blood. Oh, that's so sad. Alright, skip the intro. So this is a new girl now practicing.
Done, Miss Seto.
Well, Teach, have at it.
I'm sure he's really
I'm
comfortable
ready
in that
for your
role.
feedback, sir.
No pulling any punches.
The pianissimo parts sounded like you were marching off to war, and your rests were just sloppy. You wrinkled your brow
Wow,
from start to
he
finish,
is
and your
harsh.
posture's abysmal, and quit gritting your teeth like you're in pain. Your left hand lags a bit on the rhythm too.
My hands are small, so my fingers can't reach as far across.
Oh,
Because you're small. Really quick. So I just realized that this double thing I did is stupid because it just duplicates everything. So this is my bad. So on the times that we paused it in previous times, it was like perfect. But all the times that it wasn't, it was like duplicating the audio.
Oh, interesting.
So you guys, if you guys haven't seen my setup, but I'm running everything through a Rodecaster Pro, and while it's super great because I have like really high-end monitors and I have all these microphones, you can plug everything into it. It's really hard to separate the sources. So when I'm trying to just play or just tune the desktop audio, it goes and runs as one source. So it's super difficult for me to separate the volume there and the volume on the mics. It just throws it all in one. So if you're seeing things super loud, I'm trying to adjust it the best I can with what we got. But it is a struggle and a half trying to make this all work properly. So sorry for all the duplicated audio in the beginning there, and probably some of the other streams, but we should be good going forward. And we're just gonna eat the copyright because like I'm done. I'm just gonna edit it out. It'll figure itself out later.
Move your wrists a bit and you'll be fine. Play the first beat with your little finger, and then use that momentum to take your wrist over like this. Then just move it to where you can play the note.
She's zoning out.
How about changing up your pedal work? Might do the trick,
Did she
right?
try to reach for his hand
That isn't going to help
to
me
hold
win.
his hand?
Honoring the score is all that matters.
It's the Riz, bro.
The score is
Oh
perfection,
gosh.
and we are lowly servants of that perfection.
Well, that was abrupt.
You can say that again.
Playing a song any other way than how it's written down is just the refuge of a lesser musician.
Oh Lord,
Wow.
we're back here.
Just play with sincerity. Give the performance of your life with everything you've got.
The score's not some perfect thing. It's there to interpret. An emotional roadmap left by those who have come before us. And I'm just now learning how to read them.
What a cliche.
Wow.
Doubting
She is
something
not
as
having any of
trivial
it.
as that. No wonder you burned out by my age.
Oh. Did she say that out loud?
Yeah,
Oh. Wow.
but he
I have a
knows
bit of
that
time
that's
before the
incorrect
lesson.
thinking.
I realized I hadn't heard your dumb voice for a while.
Oh, that's right. I should give her some sweets. Like those canales you wanted. You always pop up out of nowhere. I'm not ready, but
So this is now the end of spring, essentially.
Yeah.
Hey, it's you. Who are you again?
wait, amnesia? Is it 'cause she hit her head?
Sorry to forget you, but I haven't seen your face lately.
Wow.
To visit, maybe we could have avoided this.
Actually,
She
I
makes a
was
good
on
point,
the-
though.
You didn't happen to see Watati,
Yeah.
did you?
Wow.
Surprise him when he passes by.
I mean, to be fair, Watari actually visited her, so of course she'd be petty about it.
Yeah.
I'll go check.
Never let it be said that I am not merciful. Even though you abandoned me to my fate, I'm gonna give you a shot to make things right. I'll let you be Watati's stand-in again. It worked out before.
Her hair's a different color.
And I bet you can carry a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You remember how blonde she used to be?
Yeah.
These prices are amazing.
She did used to be blonder.
Kind of faded.
Yeah.
I got a lesson to...
This time-viewing rabbit is adorable. Look at this cute stationery.
Ha. He's just carrying around everything for her.
Not a problem.
It's a purse.
I love it.
Child at the front counter.
I mean, it's payback for not visiting her, so totally fair. As she should.
I suppose.
Scared me.
There's nothing
I wanna
enjoy
test this
in life
again.
more than lending
Keep
a
watching.
helping hand.
Yep.
So grab some of this.
The girl's mom, she was crying.
Yeah, I bet she's been worried sick about her.
No kidding. But I guess we all put our folks through the ringer somehow. Hey, did you see? When I held her hand, she squeezed it really tightly. What a cutie.
I love that she's still trying to be positive.
Maybe she thought she'd be all alone in the world if I let go of her.
Oh, hold on. Are you thirsty?
Oh yeah. I meant to take it back before.
Oh,
Let me get
what?
that.
Does she have no feeling in her hands?
Uniform skirt. So you came to school today. sec. Where's
she
your school
fine?
bag?
Let's go find it. Stop hitting the keys. Kosei ain't gonna show
She's a
up.
lot.
Yeah, he texted me.
You tell me this now? And you're okay with this, Masato? He's being irresponsible.
He'll get his. I want to know why you're always so eager to sell him out.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wasn't selling him out. I just appreciate our time here so much.
Uh-huh. You're
Look,
selling
kid,
him
I
out.
don't know what game you're running, but if you ever do anything to try and dick over Kosei, they're not gonna find your body.
Oh.
Well, I guess you must
That's super aggressive to say to a kid.
I'm kind of his backup mom.
It is. But the kid's being a lot.
With me as a student.
Because I thought it might give something
She has
to
Kaori
Kosei.
esque items on
Something
her.
more than all his sorrow.
Agreed, but in a little bit,
Are you sure you
Kaori's more positive and she's more
Is that what you are to him?
harsh.
Two musicians
Yes.
who are walking the same path.
And maybe that also comes with age.
Oh wow, that's beautiful, baby. Good job. Go show Nug.
Oh, Nagi.
Mm. Like nagging. Nagging, naggy. Noggy. Nagging, noggy.
That boy's had his fill of tears. Let him smile.
Mm.
Life and music alike. Wow, it's so dark. Pretty creepy, huh?
Well, it'd be creepier if this
It's so easy for these people to get in their school and just hang out. What is happening?
Also, it must be very safe in that area because if it's so easy for them to get in, it must be easy for other people to get in too.
Yeah. I'm just like, dude, they can just do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
No parents, no locks, no adults, no police.
So where's your bag?
They have a lot of autonomy.
Wonder, it's gotta be around here somewhere.
She's such a bad
Just
actress.
walk away.
You're lying about the stupid bag, huh?
It isn't here, okay? I'm sorry, don't be mad.
Wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have it this afternoon either. Did you come to school today?
The doctors told me I could have a free day out of the hospital. I'm sorry. I just wanted to come here no matter what.
And she wanted to see you.
I'm starting to forget it.
I'm the one who should apologize. This was your one day out and I took it up. It should have been Watade here, not me.
Not what you wanted, bro. Read the signs.
Are you going to forget?
Huh?
The girl who brought
Nah,
you
he's
here
being
on the
dense.
goose chase.
The one you helped when she found the lost little kid. We snuck out of the hospital and waited for a boy. Are you going to forget her? Part of me will echo in their hearts forever. In some tiny way, these people aren't ever going to forget about us. I'll never forget about us.
never forget. No matter what happens.
I'm glad it was you, you know?
Are you alright?
Yeah. a little
What do you
tired,
mean?
That's all.
Kosei got words, man. He always has the
Look at
words.
you,
He
like a
does.
devil on a school bike.
Hey, it's not like they're using it.
Sorry about your lesson.
No big
Seeing
deal.
school bikes and everything.
So,
What is this
they're all
place?
set out.
Ideal
For what
society.
it's worth, I'm glad you skipped it.
Very true.
I had such a wonderful time with you this afternoon.
Have you ever tried to do that with these
First
guys?
time in a while.
No, but there's no way she would have been so comfortable. She's not even hanging on to him. She just has her hand on his back.
Now you're taking me home on the back of a bicycle. Look at them, twinkling up there with all their heart.
Maybe it's the night air, but your words feel so warm. Like you're whispering them in my ear. I'll stand in for Watade anytime. Gladly.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Actually, though. Oh.
She wept, but I wasn't brave enough to ask why.
Oh.
would you not ask? For like how empathetic he is,
Why would you not ask? Also, is wapped? Did he say wept or wapped?
Wept.
Oh, I heard wapped, and I was like, is that even a word, bro? This is the first time you slipped up on your English.
Nicki Minaj.
No. No.
Lag.
Past
You
tense.
fall behind because you break it up in your head.
No, duh, but I'm playing as fast as possible. I can't go any faster. If you're so great, you do it.
All right.
Get
watch
owned.
how I play. There.
Wow.
Dumb piano, you're such a traitor! They're showing off!
I'm gonna hide your body.
Actually, though.
I hate getting it wrong.
Great.
Hey, it's like
Let's
you.
run it one more time.
But what I really hate is Kosei Arima.
Oh,
What are all these emotions? What is happening with her?
it's that Arima Riz, bro.
Really
It's
reject that of her classmates?
undefeated.
Does that make
Actually, though.
It was a total bookworm. Not my type. Any idea what you're gonna do for the festival?
Ah, okay.
Not a
Her
clue.
background.
The festival's in November, Nagi. We need to figure it out while there's still time. We're allowed to have guests from outside the school, right? Like graduates? They say Miguel's bringing in someone
Oh.
I have other
Really?
stuff
He's
on my
gonna
mind
walk
right
in like
now.
that?
Like revenge, and how I'm gonna get mine against that stupid Arima. What's she laughing about? Just leave it alone. You know, our school does have a reputation for its top students putting on pretty spectacular performances.
That
for
laugh
the
kind of
show.
reminded me of Mao Mao from
If you're not one of them,
Apothecary
I don't know who
Diaries.
is.
Oh, yeah.
One of our best? She's right. I'm the angel of Kurumi Junior High. Perfection itself. She's a monster.
Oh, gosh.
Why does she ding me for every little mistake?
Slow down. Your fingers slip because you play it too fast. Forte and allegro aren't the same thing. Nagi, wait! Where are you going?
Go get her, Teach.
Huh?
Comes with the territory. Trust me.
What am I supposed to do? My stupid hands are too small.
It's actually fair though. I don't know how small kids play piano so well.
Yeah, that's fair.
They have to arm swing a lot more.
Are there
Here
not
to go,
smaller
Be here.
pianos, though, for kids?
They do for like smaller people, but I think like you're supposed to
Hey,
learn to
I'm sorry.
Move around on the big
yeah,
piano.
especially when you're doing like
want a
recitals and
snack?
stuff, it'll just sound better.
Yeah, fair.
You're bribing me with a sweet potato!
Just look at it, all warm and delicious.
I bet it's gonna work.
Is it a taro sweet potato? Is it ube?
It doesn't look the color of ube.
Totally bought me off with a snack!
It's
Yeah.
very pretty out here.
That also can work with you.
I used to play on these
Depends on the
snacks a lot.
snack.
With
It
my
won't
favorite
work with
person
sweet
in the
potato,
world.
though.
Onigiri.
Yeah, that's fair.
The truth is, he got into playing the piano first. So I've kind of been following in his footsteps.
You admire him.
Yeah. But he spends all his time pursuing this big rival. And now it feels like he's just kind of stuck.
You made the
Like he
connection,
doesn't
yeah.
even realize how good he is. It's the reason I play piano.
She's the little sister of that rival guy.
I want him to know that. Why am I admitting all of this to Arima? He's a jerk face. What about my vengeance?
Your vengeance isn't as powerful as your love for him.
I guess I
Huh.
played for the wrong reason.
For what it's worth, you wouldn't be the first.
Maybe I wanted you to tell me it's okay to play for him. But I don't have to feel bad about it.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Let's go again! 1, 2, 3. Now you gotta tell me if there's someone you like a lot.
Not really.
It's
Lies.
all over your face. What kind of girl is she?
You want to know, huh?
An older version of you.
I'll tell you. She's the kind of girl who already likes
Weird,
my friend.
though. So weird.
I see. And that's a good enough reason to just give up?
Yes, dude.
Duh.
Tree.
Oh, she's already developed some toxicity at such a young age.
Never love.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But
Because
You can't go swiping your friend's girl if she's actually your friend's girl.
1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me something about her.
She makes me feel like I'm strapped into a roller coaster. It's hard to catch my breath. I'm laughing and crying all at once. Just by being around, she's taken my monochrome world
Jeez.
and filled it with color. She's like a firework, throwing radiance into the night.
Oh, hi! Mr. Rotten O'Connell's! One job, Brenda! One job! What the heck is wrong with you?
Wateri's got all the sugar you need.
The day has been saved!
I know why he forgot to bring him today. Word on the street is he's teaching piano to some first-year girl.
What? I demand you introduce her to me!
Oh, come on, Watsuri, what are you doing, bro?
Advice on how to deal with a girl pupil. Why
Oh
would I
my
come to you with
gosh.
that?
What did you say, you little troll?
Take it all back, okay?
How is Kaori not even reacting to what that he's saying?
Brief about
He
this.
can give a
You know,
fuck
go
about
forth
him,
with
dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Tell us all about this girl! What have you been teaching her, huh?
More blood.
I forgot to date a first
And
year.
you really think you have the time to waste on all of this?
Hold on, I just said that Hiroko...
I don't care. Whatever lame excuse you were about to give me, don't bother. If you have time for some girl, you'd better use it on yourself.
I work with her a bit after school, and then I go home and practice my own stuff, okay?
And I'm telling you, that's not enough. Those hours aren't coming back, ever. Oh, but you're the great child prodigy. You can just wing it, right?
I just told you that I practice.
Whatever you're doing, double it. At least then you're close. The
Jeez.
competitions start in December, damn it. You're running on borrowed time as it is. Before you know it.
Gosh. She's repeating what his mom did.
Where did that crazy rant come from, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Trying to push him
I'm
to
so
live
sorry.
a limited number of days that she has.
Right about now, a bit of
I didn't
my
pick that
list
up
is
that
ruining your
first time.
afternoon,
What?
Arima.
That there's just like that mirror of what
You
Kaori's
must be having
doing.
a good day, huh?
And his mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your notes sound like they're skipping along. Notes can't skip. They're not alive. Well, not if you want to get all technical about it. But, yeah, that's definitely what they're doing.
She's the kind of girl who already likes my friend.
No way is it gonna work out for that wimp. He doesn't have a chance. I guess maybe
I have a
that's
chance.
the way the two
Huh.
of us are the tiniest bit alike. Chasing the one person we can never catch up with. Gazing at them with eyes full of wonder.
See, this is
For
this
his
is
sake,
this like
I'll do
this is what kids need to like stick to a fucking instrument.
What? Someone that they're chasing after?
No, the fact that watch this guy plays piano and he has negative riz, but is still able to have all of the riz.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point.
Like,
If you pick up an instrument, you're gonna get all these girls just fawning over you.
this would be better than my parents being like, this would be great for college and things. Like, I don't care about that when I'm 10.
You know, you just need to be a prodigy. Casual.
whatever I can to take down Kosei Arima. A worthy sacrifice. I'm home! For one who truly deserves it.
Hey, you're back. And kinda early, too.
I am the Phantom. The one who lurks in the Opera House. How was your day, big brother?
Weird greeting, but
Hey,
They were trying to make a point.
so what'd you bring me?
Oh, I forgot them.
Again.
Sorry.
I shouldn't make you worry so much. It's not very nice, I know.
Sir, you have one job.
Not
Just
again.
bring those canales.
Starting to laugh out of nowhere, blowing up over the tiniest thing, sobbing
Yes, this
without
whole thing.
warning, then acting so sweet before
Mm.
giving up on it all. That's how my mom used to be. Not again. Please, not again.
He knows.
Jesus,
Not
Gosh.
come
like
on.
this.
You're just like the book. You really are a strange person. You come to the hospital to visit me, and yet all this time, You haven't said a word. Wanna
Interesting.
kill yourself with me?
What the hell? Nah, she did not ask him that. I actually vividly remember having the same reaction the first time.
Who asked that? Why, dude? This is where it started getting real for me. Like, for this is like, okay, we went through his mom's death. We went through her death. But, like, when she started asking about, like, yo, let's do this, I was just like, that's so dark.
No, that's not something that you do. That's especially because she must know that he's into her. At this point, there's no way she doesn't know. So asking someone who's really into you to do that because you're going to die it's cowardly. It's messed up.
I mean, there's always that. This is where I have issues with, like, how romance has been, like, portrayed over the centuries. Is that,
Romeo
like,
and Juliet.
exactly. There's, like, all this stuff with love and strange dynamics about it. It's like love is eternal even through death, and it's like, yo, like, that is wild.
I mean, even I don't know, like everyone eventually dies. So at some point you go through that, but you don't ask someone, you don't push someone to do that.
To me, it's just like, I mean, I get it because it's like you don't live any life more beyond me, and like, if
That's messed up.
I know, but like the way that it's like, it's so romantic of the fact of it, like they committed to something together and they will live exactly the amount of same life and only experience stuff in the afterlife together, versus them living their life and having different experiences. It might be a different person. Like, I get the binary nature of that. However, the reality is so wild about
Yeah.
like someone being like, I'm gone, like you're gone with me too, right? Like,
No. On the contrary, like let them live out your memory. Let them like remember you. At least you won't be gone and forgotten.
yeah, because that's the thing. Is like, she's like, I don't want to be forgotten. I want to be in the memory of all these people. So like, I mean, maybe she'll talk about it later, but it's like that you have a conduit right here that can do that for you, and you care so much about him that you want him to live the best life and do all that sort of stuff. Like, even just the suggestion of it is wild. Like, even if she was just, it's like a fleeting thought of like, I miss you or I will miss you and all this sort of stuff. It's selfish to like ask that, as well as like just like like you said, she should know that he's into her, and like that thought could proliferate and actually be something that he gets on board with because he likes her so much, as well as had a really rough time with life up to this point. So like, there's just so much
Yeah.
things that could teeter it in the wrong direction, and just having that suggestion from someone that you love, and you're all like very young, like, oh, you haven't had life to like really like parse out like what's real and what's like just in the moment. Oh, like, that part killed me. I was
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Up until it's interesting with her because up until that point she's been such a positive influence on his life, but you can see how what she's going through with her illness is weighing on her so much that she's becoming a lot tougher on him, and not in a good way, like pushing like you can do it, but just harsh with him, and also just asking really selfish things. It's the fear and all of that mixed into it for sure, but she's not thinking right at all.
yeah. And like, for me, I had liked Kaori up to this point. Like, I did feel for Tsubaki, but I liked Kaori and her progression and things like that. Didn't like the whole like weird watery stuff, but I had like progressively liked her. And at this point was when it dropped for me. And I know you've kind of gone through like a roller coaster of liking her and not liking her.
Yeah.
But like, leading up to this point, what did you feel about her?
I mean, I progressively liked her more because at first I didn't like her because I'm like, you just came out of nowhere and you're taking away this guy who literally could be so good with this other girl. And she was just a little bit too much for me for so long. But then seeing the impact that she was making on him changed my viewpoint on her. But now, again, you're becoming a bad like you are a bad influence to him right now.
Yeah. Let's see how she explains herself. But I didn't like
Maybe
that.
she's probably gonna be like, it was a joke. I would never ask you to do. But like, even then, I mean, we'll see. But even then, you don't joke about those things. Just no.
All right, episode 17.
Wanna kill yourself with me? Come on, I didn't mean it, but honestly,
I called it so hard.
She was waiting. I mean, she said I'm joking, but she was waiting for a response. And when it got awkward, she retracted it. But even afterwards, she was like, honestly, though, let's kill herself. Haha, joking. JK, not really. Like, what?
No, crazy. Giving me mad crazy vibes. Run away, my dude. Run away. Nope. Anyone who cares about you, no matter what they're going through,
See, this is the thing. Is if this
will
was,
not do that.
If this was like a K-drama or something when they're older, I would absolutely be like, but like to me, like I try to be a little bit empathetic because they're all kids and they don't know how to process their emotions. But like, I get it. This is like, it's super adult. I'm just like, it's super adult for 15-year-olds.
Even as a kid, I wouldn't have dreamt of asking a friend. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. Oh my gosh, now he's going through a million emotions.
Hey, Kosei. You feel sick or something?
Yeah.
Well, you look pretty wrecked. I'm just saying. How about we go pay Kaori a visit later on? I bet she'd love to see us all together like that. Let's do it. It'll be fun.
Yeah, good call. Maybe next time, alright?
You think he and Kaori got into a fight, maybe?
I forgot why
she was being psycho.
I forgot why she's being so chipper. I was like, how are you so like recovered from the whole like you're losing him, but she's trying to win him back. That's why I forgot.
He's all bummed out about some music thing. It's not like I can help him out with it. He's down in the dumps. Taking him to see Kaori seems like a no-brainer.
just make sure you're not sabotaging yourself, okay?
See? Voice for reason. She needed to be there from the beginning.
It's true.
Like, she should have talked to this girl and been like, hey, I'm going to do this. What do you think? And she'd be like, you're stupid. Never do that.
Ha, that's true.
Because she literally called it like 17 episodes later. This was a dumb idea.
That's true, actually.
If you like him, just say it instead of try to like pawn off some chick on Watsuri. Don't even put them in the same room. They're the same person.
I didn't see her the point of her character in the beginning, but there are so many complex emotions and things going on in the show that she's very much, to your point, the voice of reason.
She's the most adult.
Yes.
She's ready for high school.
Yeah, that's when you become adult.
High school entrance exam like crazy. You chose a school that's way out of your league, all because it's close to that music prep campus Kosei's been looking at.
She changed her mind.
It's obvious.
Well, it's just that Kosei's so helpless on his own, I have to go with him.
You could just be honest with him, you know. It'd be a lot easier.
The truth is, I wish he'd go someplace local. Thinking about it, I get nervous. And I get kind of mad at him.
I also think that Tsubaki is not telling him because she knows what the answer will be. So she's trying to convince him or have him change his mind, before saying anything.
Maybe I'm just a horrible person on the inside. I'm finding all these sides of myself I didn't know. And once I've seen them, I have to deal with them. I guess that's just part of being in love.
I don't know where your head's at, Kosei, but it sure ain't here. Call it a day.
The chancleta. I didn't know that was also a thing in Japanese culture.
Yeah, no, thank you to say by bamboo stick.
I forgot there's something I need to do.
Yeah, try to cheer him up, would ya?
Hey, wait up, Arima.
Oh god, she's gonna see him from the outside.
You're way taller than me, but I was still able to catch up to you pretty easily. You know why that is? It's because you're slouchy. How else could my tiny legs catch up to you? So he looks at me and says, when I play my oboe at the festival,
Let me be
"Nobody's
happy.
You, Nagi."
It's
She
an
meant
old
for it to
lady.
sound cool, like I would be impressed by that.
Honestly, so that wouldn't impress you even a tiny bit?
Only as the guy's cute.
And I'm guessing he's not.
I finally made you laugh.
I
Thanks
thought
for that,
you
Nagi.
hated him.
I hope I didn't worry you guys too much.
Me worry about you? That's ridiculous. I was just telling a dumb story. Having a depressed enemy is boring, that's all.
This
Yeah,
Arima
sure.
guy is unbelievable! Everyone's freaking out because he's got the whole song memorized, and he acts like it's no big deal. He was like the sheriff in some western, or like some giant robot with a heart of pure steel. Like a hero, you know?
2 years makes you
Damn
like
it!
half the height.
What do I say that
Growth
won't make it
spurts.
worse?
Puberty.
Best of luck.
Definitely not
Maybe
puberty.
you'll finally beat him. None of that changes anything. I'm here because Takeshi needs to beat you. And if you're too depressed to put up a good fight, the win won't make things better.
When
Mm.
she sees that,
How selfish, right?
What?
I'm an ugly
that
phantom.
her brother needs to beat him
You
at
know what
full
I think?
strength
Mm-hmm.
instead of trying to just stab his hands and ruin his whole career.
You really think so?
When you play for the sake of another person, it can make all the difference in the world.
Interesting.
Why do you play piano in the first place?
Oh yeah, you're right. Her hair
It's like you
was
and that one
shinier
friend of
before.
yours.
The one you really admire. You're playing for it, whether he knows it or not. When you've shared your art with a room full of people, when you've given them a window into your soul, and your hearts beat as one, that's the moment when music goes deeper than words.
Mm-hmm.
Bro got bars.
What does that mean?
Actually.
The cliches are the best you've got. You might as well save your breath.
Oh, she sees them as cliches though. But cliches that are working. And she doesn't even realize it.
Subconsciously,
Mm-hmm.
big brain. Sounds corny, but it's working.
Raphael.
Welcome back.
Yeah, her hair's definitely different.
Yeah.
It's not as
I don't
curly.
want to hear Pavon for a dead princess.
Wanna kill
Oh
yourself?
gosh. Oh gosh.
Welcome back.
Don't make me.
My
Don't
gosh.
make me think about it. I wish that I couldn't hear anything.
Where is his dad?
Oh.
This child needs a father figure who is strong, or like any family member who is strong and can hold space for these emotions and to process. And he needs a therapist. Where is his therapist?
Yeah. I mean, he has Seto, but it's just a little bit different. But I think what's crazy is like he's reverting. So like I don't know if you heard that last part, but he said, "I wish I didn't hear anything," which is like
Oh,
up to this point
he's been fighting to
he's
get.
finding
Yeah,
he's literally been finding the notes again,
yeah.
and now all he wants to do is just lose it all. The regression is scary.
Yeah.
What's up?
I mean, the reason why
We're
he
heading over to the
heard it
hospital to pay
again
Kaori a visit.
is
to have
now
you come with us?
disappearing again.
I don't think so.
And
There's
it's the
no
same
need to hold back
behaviors
because of
pattern
us,
and all that
man.
sort of stuff.
Come on.
Yeah.
No, all right. What is with you today? Seriously.
That's a dumb
why
question.
Are you giving her the cold shoulder?
Mm,
After all that
that's a good
Kaori's done
question.
for you. The minute she gets sick, you jet.
You really can't talk to your
You're
friend about it
being a
either.
dick.
Mm-hmm. Oi.
Hey, man. Are you okay? Watsuri.
He's very depressed.
What am I supposed to do?
Honestly, I'm in pretty bad shape here.
No, not again.
I'm sorry. I'm making you remember things that are left forgotten. You'd be happier if we had never met, huh?
Woof.
I just Sit there like an idiot. I
Wait,
didn't know what to
what do you say?
What am I supposed to do? Listen, Kosei, this is just my opinion. I really think that you should go see Kaori, no matter how tough it may be. Because if it was me that she needed right now, I would do anything. She could say the word, and I'd drink toilet water. Just chug it down. You know what, though? When it comes to Kaori, I'm pretty sure that I'm not the guy she needs right now. Whenever she stops being stubborn and wants help, it isn't me. It's you.
Enter
Huh.
competition. See, I am confident.
Interesting.
Come on, Canale. You don't know how close I am
For
right
someone
now
who's been
to just losing heart.
dense and in his own world for a while, he's actually a lot deeper than he appears.
In the moment, you'll know what's right.
He actually kind of went,
We fellas gotta
probably
wing it.
felt the same thing as Tsubaki's boy.
It feels so impossible.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like,
I told you
trying to be
before,
there for a girl that
I think that's
her...
up to the girl to decide.
Heart is somewhere else.
Yeah.
Damn.
I kind of figured that you'd never come back.
But he tried hard.
Remember? I promised you some
Oh,
colorways.
that makes maybe he was just trying to make her jealous by saying these random
Have you been
comments
practicing?
Maybe.
or getting
How's
some
school?
sort of reaction out of her.
Same as always.
Is everyone good?
Fine, I guess.
Those answers all suck! I bet you don't even want to be here in the first place!
Well, I do! The truth is, my answers all suck because I don't know what to say.
Then go back to how your life was before. All you have to do is forget about me. Just press the reset button in your mind. One tap and you're done.
Why?
I'll never forget.
I'll be gone, and you won't have to be sad.
She's testing him.
Remembering me. I'm a violinist who can't hold her own bow anymore. Pretty useless.
Why?
Or she's just looking for validation.
Say such a thing. After all of the yelling
She's
and
given up.
trauma, after dragging me back onto that stage. Memories I've made with you. You're precious to me. You're a piece of work, you know that?
Wait a sec! You're a weird guy. You know that, friend A?
All of this. I hate it. It tears me up inside.
That was actually a pretty good move.
You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It was funny, but still
Is there anything I can do for
like
you?
heartwarming.
She could say, and I drink toilet water.
Jeez.
It's the reason I play piano. Because he inspired me. I wanted to know that. Look at what I do!
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm surprised you didn't say anything earlier.
I don't think I'd realize I was processing other things going on in the show.
What? You want to play at my school festival? This came out of nowhere.
What are the two eyes? Yeah.
What was he thinking?
Don't look at me.
Please, Nagi.
I accept.
No way! But this is your time to shine!
Wait, she agreed? Now what do I do? I didn't think this far ahead!
You did this to yourself, Kosei Arima. I'm surprised you want to, but I haven't
Like a little,
picked
it's like a little
songs,
Anya
and this
too.
works out pretty
Oh yeah,
well.
that's true.
That's a relief.
I gotta ask though.
The plotting.
What made you want to do this in the first
Lots
place?
of plotting.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings, my petite
What?
princess.
Who is this?
I was hoping we could
What is
perhaps bond
happening?
over der Rosenkavalier.
What?
I reserved a cozy booth at the
Oh,
restaurant.
what?
Hey, Nagi.
All those suitors for her?
Rain check.
Nuh-uh.
Date? Dun, dun, dun.
Interesting.
Try to get it more lilt. It all comes down to wrist control. Maybe you should
Ooh,
wait
what
for
is
an
that?
extra beat at the top.
It's a bow.
Steam buns.
It's a pork
Nice
bun.
hook.
Oh, never mind.
Get out of here. Learn,
If it was a shrimp bun.
learn
How
to
many
have
times do you
taste.
run this? It was great before, but now.
It's amazing. What are these skulls on her pink shirt?
I'm just gonna eat later.
It's because she's hard rock like her.
Dibs on the piano.
Her brother. That's cute.
It feels like she's pushing herself too hard.
It feels like you need to eat a burger, mama.
How it goes.
Your face is so skinny.
Just take a breath and play it through.
Focus, Tummy, focus. You've got this. Good luck, Nagi. We'll be there cheering you on.
Oh, that's the pressure is getting to her now. Goodness gracious.
That means you have to be perfect.
Oh no, don't tell her that.
You're on your way.
I hear they're sending out a reporter. Nagi's gonna get a whole article written just
Why
about
can't
her.
people just do things for fun? It's like, hey, if I do this for fun and it works out for this competition, great. If not, at least I had a good time.
Everyone gets so excited about the implications of a victory.
Yeah, but it's so much pressure on one person. Especially that
Ways to
young.
go.
There's enough
I'm
pressure
looking
out
forward
there.
to this.
That means that they haven't
That's
went
all
through it.
that's left.
Mm.
A lot of
We only have 4 more days.
parents don't
This
haven't
is
been
my
there.
home.
No, it's because you think like if you push harder,
They'll probably want her
they'll
photo
get
in that
further.
magazine, too.
You do the same thing with yourself. You push yourself hard because you think it'll take you further.
I think there's a difference though, because for me, I need to make myself feel like a piece of crap, so we like get up and do stuff. But for like, if you're a parent and don't know how your kid reacts to things, you're just pushing stuff on them. Like if you don't know their motivations or what they're feeling, especially like with sports, right? Like parents very rarely know what it is to compete at a level, or like they don't know how to play an instrument at a level. They've never
Yeah.
went through these things. Like the parents that are really into it, like they'll either like prep them beforehand or whatever. But like, a lot of parents, especially like I remember in high school, like my parents didn't know what that was about, but like they never pressured me on everything. They just like try stuff out. But like some of the other parents, they would be like so hard on their kid. But I'm like, y'all never played football. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's like very difficult for them to feel it, because it's like that. It's like almost like their moment to feel it.
Yeah.
So they're just like, we're feeling this together. Like, try your hardest so that we can all like continue having this feeling.
Or you just break the kid down by trying to achieve something.
And this is why everyone should be in some sort of performance when they're in a kid, so that when they have kids, they know how to behave in sports or art or whatever they're doing. You need to push yourself under pressure, otherwise you're going to be like putting stuff on your kid.
This is torture, and I have to endure it 4 more days.
Jeez.
Oh, that's like you. You don't like waiting for stuff. You're like, let's get it over with.
Yep.
Hey, Nagi!
Help me, Mom. I can't hear the notes.
2 years later, and here I am again, watching a kid melt down in front of me.
Her own kid is like, what is happening right now? Why is she like that?
Afraid. Even though it's just for school. It's not a competition or anything. So why?
Welcome to the club, then. We're all
Expectations.
different, even me and Kosei. Heck, I bet you even Takeshi Aiza feels it. For those couple of minutes out on stage, it feels like your whole damn life's on the line. Scary as hell. Always will be.
Does she know
What?
they're related?
How come you do it, Miss Seto?
Maybe.
Put yourself through that.
She probably doesn't know how she feels about
Can't imagine
that
life
whole
without it.
thing, though.
The pain and the fear just
But
melt
do you
away,
know? Do you think that
and
she
your life
knows
is something
That they're related?
that they're related?
I think so.
someone you brought to life, Nagi.
Especially because they probably have the same name, last name.
And your heart's
So-
I mean, she appeared from a tree.
That's the moment
Ah.
when music goes deeper
That's
than
also fair.
words.
Maybe we're idiots, all of us chasing that magic moment, willing to brave whatever peril to taste that high. It's a little like being in love.
It is magical, huh?
Gotcha, you little booger! Don't go hogging our only bathroom! Hold on to that leg for dear life, Kuharu!
Yeah.
I know why you want to
Choke
stay
her
in
up?
here
Yeah.
forever, okay? you're afraid to walk out on that stage. Because you practiced your little heart out. You gave yourself body and soul to the piano. Now you're afraid that maybe it wasn't enough. Just know this. If anyone gives you the least bit of grief at the festival, I'll kick their ass into space. So puff out that tiny chest. Remember, you're
She's like,
Kosei
I am ready to
Anima's
fight
apprentice.
at any point for anyone I care about.
That's the spirit.
Uh-huh.
Once you've taken the stage,
That you're in love with.
duke it out.
Actually, though, the opposite of love isn't hate; it's indifference. And she definitely hates him. Hates.
Watati? Yeah? I need a favor. Sure thing. But you don't even know what it is yet. Long as you're the one asking.
Aw,
It's cool.
that's so
Real
cute.
bro. Real bro.
Seriously.
I can't believe how many cute girls they have here. This festival's
Oh my gosh, what is up
Why
with
do I
him?
feel like we should have Watari on a leash?
Yes.
There's a
Yes.
sign.
Muzzle him.
Nope, let him go.
Started.
Guy's been through enough.
That's true. No,
What is all of this?
I should have picked a shorter song.
Oh
This is
my
torture.
gosh.
Hey, at least their outfits are cute.
It must be hot as hell in there.
Is coming up
That's what I was
soon,
thinking.
Am I right? How'd her song turn out?
Dunno. I asked her about it, but she refused to tell me anything.
So she's
Mhm.
out of that hero worship phase. And how does
Oh.
Big Brother feel
Oh
about
my
that?
god.
No complaints here.
That's so funny.
Good
Passed
job,
out.
Komugi.
Right?
I think
Oh, it's a friend.
pretty well overall. Hold on. Where's Nagi?
What the hell?
We're following that?
Look at you lazy kids!
An
They're
Oni.
cracking up!
Oh my
So many
gosh.
food.
What is happening right now?
I didn't sign on for this!
Wait, is he going out there with her? Oh. No, you're good. Stop.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine.
Don't act like you didn't cram.
But why wouldn't I be? Am I right? So, how are you? If
Yeah.
you notice I'm not seeing it, why is he so calm?
Now I know
Between
better.
the cute mascot suits
30
and
minutes
actually
before
the
you
demon
have to
right
relax
before
as much as you
us,
can. Not cram some more.
You still cram.
That's right.
You still
The
cram.
day we met,
Not when you've
my
been
hand was trembling too.
drilling it into your brain for the past month.
You don't cram for a test, but you cram for me.
If you squeeze your hand so hard, your fingers are gonna lock up.
You can't-
Uh-oh. Look, he's holding hands
No,
and
but-
things.
Just
Oh,
relax.
yeah. She's like, oh. Aw.
He's nervous too.
Welcome to the club, then. We're all afraid. Even me and Kosei.
Mm.
We're both here because we have to be. Are you afraid too?
She's realizing they're in there together.
Same way. I am.
Still human.
Play with sincerity.
See,
Performance
I would
is
actually be okay with
everything
shakes.
you've got.
What do you mean?
I'll try.
Like, if I'm nervous, I'd rather have that.
Oh, what if my life's not enough?
No,
Fair.
it's not about
You know what I'm nervous? What I do when I'm nervous?
for you and everyone who's important to you. Those
I don't
are
want to know.
precious things.
I take a poop.
Believe
Yeah, I figured.
It's the worst.
It's called IBS.
No, it's not that. It's literally just like I'm crapping myself legitimately right now because I have to take this test or go to this competition.
Alright, you ready?
It's IBS.
Just listening.
Uh-oh.
On a flip
Oh,
phone.
boy.
On a flip phone, which is wild.
Actually, though. Oh, boy.
What? Okay. So,
Omniplex.
17. Your thoughts?
I now have respect for Watari.
Yeah.
That's my big takeaway from that. Because this whole time, this guy knew where Kaori's heart was at. And he was still trying.
Yeah, it's funny because he hasn't had like a ton of character development. There've been like a couple times where like, you know, Arima talks about, he's been more of a ploy to show how Arima has his relationships, right? Like with Watari, you know, it's chill, like stars look like normal, whatever. He comes out of nowhere, it's pretty random. So it's been more of like a cool way to get inside the head of Kosei. However, him just mentioning that one thing about understanding that he's not the one that Kaori wants or needs, retroactively just has a whole character arc just from like 2-3 sentences.
Yeah, that was pretty epic.
Because you just like look back and you're like, he knew the entire time. And he was just trying to play with it. Like, even though he was into this girl, even though he's been seeing all this stuff, he was there for everybody.
Yeah.
He was able to keep like lighthearted and keep moods up. So like, you think he's a dumbass.
He's portrayed for the longest time, like you're saying, as being very superficial. So you take him as being a very superficial character. But then that one sentence or however 2 sentences just gave him so much depth, because you realize that he knew what was going on that whole time, but he was still portraying that lightheartedness, like everything's okay, and at the same time was deep down going through this whole battle where he's also trying to convince her of like to like him back, because he likes her and he's willing to do anything for her, and he knows that she's not reciprocating it.
Yeah. So like, and like the whole like, he like, because we saw, I think it's because we saw what happened with Tsubaki and so unrememberable I don't even remember his name.
Yeah, I don't.
But anyway,
baseball guy.
Yeah, baseball guy. Saito.
Huh?
Maybe Saito. But anyway, like,
check.
Like we saw that whole happen with Tsubaki, and because we know that, you know, because I forgot his name.
Baseball guy?
No. Friend. Watari. There you go.
Oh.
Because we saw what happened with Saito and Tsubaki, we now can extrapolate what Watari was going through the entire time. And again, very quickly gives himself a character arc, which is wild.
You're correct. It is Saito. Impressive.
But yeah, I was like, that is, to me, that's crazy writing. Because you don't give him a lot of lines, but you just like be cut through extrapolation and everything else that has happened.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of other stuff that happened in this episode, but like that was the biggest mind blow to me.
That was pretty epic. Because that whole time I was just like, oh my gosh, Watari, all right. Like he felt like a throwaway character. Then now you realize there are literally no throwaway characters in this anime. It was pretty great.
Actually, this was the episode that brought all of those like random side characters together. Like the friend, I definitely don't know her name. But basically the adult, the voice of reason, she shined on this one too, because she was able to be like, this is why I'm here. I could have fixed this earlier. But
no one listened to me.
You didn't hit me up, girl. You told me after the fact, and I'm like, oh, I think you're stupid, but I'm not going to tell you because you're all doing this stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So like those 2 characters shined particularly well in 17.
And even Nagi too. You see that she is like, she deeply cares and is feeling some complex things around the piano that others have experienced too.
Yeah. So overall, like, I like this episode. I don't remember this episode all that hard the first time around, but like it showed a lot in terms of like the writing style here.
Yeah, it's a big bridge.
Yeah. 18. Here we go.
Is she smoking? I didn't realize that at first. Sato's smoking.
Oh, she is. They must have taken that out of the
Kick her in the butt a little bit.
the American version.
Oh, that's interesting.
Inside of him might change.
Wait, so are they doing it together?
Yeah, we're doing duet.
Aha, I see. Okay, skip intro.
Even though you guys can hear all this copyright music anyway.
Yeah, actually, though. This
Symphony.
Here goes.
Oh boy.
Here she is. She's pretty cute, huh?
Oh my gosh, stop. Uh-huh. Oh, he didn't know.
No, he didn't know.
Oh,
Remember, she was
damn.
the hidden person in the symphony.
I thought he retired years ago.
Oh, yeah. All right. Oh. Okay, Watari, I see you. Being in on something that we don't know yet.
Elohim Elohim. Most humbly I implore you.
He's taking Kaori's mantra.
Yeah.
Dunno. Worth a try, right?
I don't have to worry about muting because
Haha. Actually, that whole time we were like, yeah, we're gonna mute this part, and it was never muting anyway. That was really funny. Oh gosh. Well, at least y'all got to experience all of it.
yeah, and then you got a lot of echoes on the other parts.
Oh boy. It's all part of the learning process all together.
Mm-hmm.
If I start singing High School Musical, do you think that would be copyrighted too?
YouTube's super difficult. Copyright me for 1 second. Intro.
Man, oh man. That's always fun. Okay, is this part of their school?
Mm-hmm. What? Don't worry, we're good.
Oh, okay. This is a fancy school, I must say.
Going well so
It's
far.
probably like the same performance hall that they would always do.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the same music hall.
Wait, so does it go from, oh wait, she's like in middle school too.
First year, yeah.
Okay.
The same school.
Yeah.
Kidding me.
She just looks so much younger. I just assumed elementary or something. Interesting. Oh boy. Yeah. Everyone's amazed already. Oh my gosh. Oh, such a supportive friend. I love that.
My fingers were so stiff before, but now they're moving. The parts are
All right. You go, girl.
a job to do. Oh, that practice is paying off.
Muscle memory. Let's go. Come on.
It's hard to keep my focus. Every note I play, I can hear it.
Hear what? Oh, because he can hear the keys again. So it's throwing him off. Interesting.
If you won't help, then go.
Wait, what? What is happening?
What happened? The sound. It's different.
Wait, what?
Kosei?
Oh god.
Nowhere. What the heck are you doing?
Don't throw.
You're supposed to be helping me.
Oh god, don't throw her off.
Every other time we ran it.
Oh gosh.
We're an idiot. We're both. I've never heard it like
He's
this
playing like
before.
Kaori.
The rhythm.
Yeah.
The images crowding into my heart. Everything. This is an anima I couldn't have imagined.
Interesting.
The tempo is
What?
definitely starting to pick up. His baseline is going to drown out everything if she's not careful.
Oh gosh.
All right, Nagi. Moment of truth.
Come
You
on.
gonna let Kosei
Come on.
boss you around like this? Give him hell, kiddo.
Give him hell. Let's go. All right. Come on. No, he was just in his own world,
I
and he
know.
lost track of what's going on.
No, but he looked to the side, being like, "Are you gonna respond?"
No, I think he felt like, oh, there's a shift in her, and like it snapped him back. Like, we're still here. Maybe not, but that's how I interpreted it.
Nagi.
He's even impressed.
Isa's kid sister's holding her own.
He's not going easy on her, and she's still matching him note for note.
That's awesome.
Was she always this good?
She's showing you off. Whatever your name is, I forget. Oh. Stop. That's so cute.
That was the request that Arima had.
Man, Watari is a friend and a half, man. Holy cow.
Make sure he knows it.
Hey, can you call your girl to listen to me play because that'll make her happy? Your girl has never been your girl. Technically, she's been into me this whole time.
See, but
Like, of course, bruh, I got you. Anytime.
He cares enough. But we actually talked about this in a previous episode.
Got you in my clutches, Harima.
I'm not
What?
gonna break this up.
Yeah. Later.
Here in tears. All that practice, it's paying off. Every moment I spent at the piano led to this.
That's awesome. What? Don't push her out.
Arima's got a heart of steel.
Get out of here, dude.
Nothing even touches the guy.
Come on.
You're wrong. Arima's no robot, and his heart isn't made of steel.
Well, he was a robot. Now he's not a robot anymore.
I know.
And she's not used to this though.
Yeah.
From how they practice.
Yeah.
Something in that moment reminded me of all the time we've spent together.
Interesting.
What Arima's doing is perfect. He knows her talents and her weak points.
See? Intention.
Oh, interesting.
And under such adversity,
That's cool.
she's growing like never before.
That sweet potato he brought me, it was so good.
She's
And those pork buns we brought on
thinking
the way
about
home,
the food.
delicious.
That's hilarious.
It's all the good memories.
That's true. Look at that. A good team member. It really makes a difference, doesn't it?
Try and get my brother's attention, not for the music.
See, but also like
Takeshi,
when Arima first was playing, he would remember these things.
just a little.
And like,
I cried
but
till I
this is
threw up.
before he had the
I
issue.
went without food or sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Like he would have all these nice memories, and then he like sank into like guilt and regret.
Right, right.
So much. I bet you
It's
felt the same
somewhat like they're getting into a flow while playing, and it's just a happy feeling. And then probably Arima is like, I'm not supposed to be feeling this way.
At that point, yeah.
Yeah.
Give it your all, brother. Your all and then some. You've never been one to lose your way. Take those stairs like they're nothing at all. Take them 2 or 3 at a time. Let me chase you again, just like I did in the old days.
Aww.
Be my hero again.
Aw, she's calling out to him and he's hearing it. That's so cute.
Will it reach him?
Yeah, right. Oh gosh. Oh, she's standing up. That's good. Aw.
Uh-huh. I'm sure those two would rather die than admit it. But they share a lot more in common than
Haha.
right, Kosei?
That's so funny.
I'm not like the rest of you. I don't want to go pro. I'm not ready to dedicate my whole life to music. But that doesn't mean no one's listening. There are people I want to play for. People
That's
who
so
mean
cute.
everything to me. And so I want to be here. Is that selfish of me? It's a good enough reason for right this second, isn't it?
You're allowed to do things for fun.
Sitting up here in the dark, watching Arima. Watching as they dazzle everyone within earshot.
Mm.
Emmy, Nagi, when you play, how come it moves people like it does? Even you!
Almost done.
It's the feelings.
It's literally the
People-
happiness
Yeah.
that they're feeling.
But even if it's not happiness, like Arima was processing his grief at some point with his. Remember about his mom passing, and everyone felt that too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the intensity of the pureness of the emotions.
It's true, but like he started playing like palatable.
Arima,
when he was
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
why do the sounds you make echo so beautifully in my
See?
head and my heart?
Mm.
Even now I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Aw, she's so cute.
Want a bow?
Yeah.
Here it is.
Subaki's probably dying.
After all the weeks of suffering.
Why is he so close to her?
After plumbing the depths of your soul.
Oh, marry me.
you're left with something beautiful.
Isn't she 6 years old?
Sixth grade.
I know.
Looks 6 years old.
Right.
Hey, Arima. Do you think it reached him?
Yeah, it reached him. No
Aww.
doubt.
Aww.
What about you, Arima? Were you able to kick your friend in the butt?
Interesting.
Think so. This was pretty unforgettable.
She's trying to bow.
I'm not the Phantom after all.
Oh gosh. What the what?
I just debuted at the Opera House.
So cute.
So I do think that, like, you know, like the emotions get there, you're right. But like to reach the person in like the graceful way that they keep emphasizing is like taking the pressure away. Like, because they're playing with full emotion when they're happy. Because when they feel these things of happiness, then they can actually focus on the reason why they're playing. Because like if you think about like Emmy, right? Like she had this happiness that she wanted to feel the sunflowers again, right? And then when she started feeling it and being in that moment where she could play, that she could bring the sunflowers herself, she remembered that, like, I'm here to kick your ass, dude. Like, you were gone for a while and all this sort of stuff. Same thing with her. Like, she started thinking about, like, the buns and the, what do you call it?
Sweet potato?
Sweet potatoes. And, like, that was the first part. And then it immediately went into her, like, remembering, like, I'm playing because I want my brother to be inspired by me and, like, be that hero again. So I think, like, taking the pressures of, like, what everyone else is putting on them and finally playing to be happy made them refocus themselves onto, like, their original intention. Because they weren't,
That's a good point.
they weren't influenced by everyone else's BS.
Yeah. That's a good point. Okay.
Your move, Takeshi. What you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
All these years of putting you on a pedestal, and now she turns in a performance like that with Arima. Might be time
With
for
your
Big Brother to
rival.
take a cue from her
How do you
and
feel
get
about
over it.
that?
Give it a
She
rest.
gave the
You're not even
performance
to
of her
steal your
life.
girl. He's going to take
Doesn't
your
that say
sister.
anything to you? Of course, you could just sit here.
Okay, Dora.
That duet was so incredible, Nagi.
It looks like I'm crying faster when she's okay. You guys, you okay? It was amazing, but not because of me.
Team effort.
Savor this moment, Teach.
Hiroko?
This is what it's all about, you know?
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing like it. Watching someone spread their wings.
I get it.
That's pretty
I
cute.
finally understand.
I love the
why you
mentor
put Nagi
moments.
under my wing.
Yeah.
Miss Sato! Did you like our duet?
That color is really nice on her.
Honestly, ever since you guys started coming over, life's
Sato.
been a hell of a lot more colorful.
So cute.
Red works with black hair. That's why red looks so good.
True.
Hey, Arima!
Uh-oh. Now he big mad.
You're that guy, Takeda, right?
Oh.
It's Takeshi! Takeshi! Stop poking me! Listen up! If you lay one
Stop
finger on my
poking
kid,
me.
sis, you're going down!
Your kid sis?
He still didn't know
Meet my big brother.
this whole time?
But you said your last name was Izuto.
Oh, she lied about her last name.
Seto. I'm Nagi Aiza.
Ay, ay, ay.
Everybody.
You remember that, don't you?
That's what I
Lies.
heard.
Kosei.
See? Sato knew.
Well then, guess I'm the only one who got it wrong.
And even the little Sato's kid knew.
Were you playing a duet with her? That's what I want to know, you sleazeball!
Mm-hmm.
I asked if
Tell him.
she minded me teaming up with her! Teaming up with my little sister?
Tell him.
I don't know exactly what that means! I'm onto you, you four-eyed
Wow. Now he's gonna be even more mad when he plays.
hell? Are you defending this cradle robber? How'd you even get mixed up
Cradle
with Arima
robber.
anyway? Tell me!
I met him a couple of months ago. You wouldn't believe all the stuff he's taught me how to do.
Oh, wow.
I'm way more experienced than I used to be.
Experience? Watch your back, man.
I
'Cause
love
the Eastern
this.
Japan piano competition is coming. I'm gonna kick your ass up and down the stage for everyone to see.
Takeshi.
Oh, yeah. Now he is fueled. Like, you have given my sister experience.
I was like, why do you have to phrase it that way?
That was too good. The double entendre was great. Aww.
There you have it. Nothing but musical drama through to the end of the year.
Oh gosh. Seto's probably dying in the background.
Even just 100. Did any of it get through to him?
And Kosei's like, I don't know what I said that was wrong. I was just
Mr. Oblivious.
right.
High Riz, low awareness. Riz 100, awareness 10.
Very true.
Thank you so much, Arima. Thank you.
Aww.
Hey, Aiza!
Uh-oh.
What's this about? The guy's never acknowledged my existence before, and now he just yells out my name?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me something, Aiza. How come you were playing a duet with Kosei Arima of all people? Is Kosei like a personal friend of yours or what?
Oh my gosh. Ah. He's like, respect him. Put some respect on his name.
In my cell and everything. We even stopped for some taiyaki on the way home yesterday. Just him and me.
Wow, why does she have to? Oh my gosh.
Because girls are crafty.
Wow. You could have helped him out and been his friend too.
I think he's crushing on her.
Oh. I don't know, I just assumed that everyone's crushing on Kosei right now.
It could be. It could be. All the ships are just Kosei X person.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this scene, I know you haven't watched it, but there's like a very iconic scene in Naruto that had this whole same setup, and I'm like, is he gonna go kick her fucking ass?
Oh.
Because like it's just like the biggest like battle that like
Seriously?
between the two, you know, main characters. So I'm like, why are they setting it up exactly like Naruto?
Why does it have to be between hanging sheets or drying sheets?
Because they were both in the hospital, so they went to the top to fight.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one came first, but I was like, someone stole from someone. But I'm like, this looks like a battle's going down.
I mean, Naruto must have been earlier.
Maybe
2016.
So probably, yeah, maybe. Yeah, it should be actually.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Naruto's old. No?
I mean, this is kind of old, but not that old. Anyway.
Oh, that's so cute. She's still with those little kids.
Is this guy your boyfriend, Kaori? Boyfriend?
No.
They're like mini versions of Nagi's friends.
A jackass?
Oh!
What word would you use?
She recorded it.
You take a violinist who can't even play and make her listen to this song?
Wow.
I didn't miss it before, but now.
I can't kill myself with you.
I figured as much.
Think about it. When we went shopping, you led the way the whole time. I just followed you with all
He was
those
still
bags of
thinking
cute
about it.
stuff. You're always 5 steps ahead of me. And I'm always bringing up the rear. Every time I think of you, you're slipping farther into the distance. Technically speaking, if we died, it wouldn't be together. I'd be following you, just like always. I want another chance to stand by your side.
Jeez.
So please, play with me one more time.
Oh yeah, they've technically only played together once.
But I
Interesting.
can't even hold the bow.
You don't have to be the princess. You're a girl in middle school who has a sweet tooth, not some tragic heroine. And I won't play Ravel, not ever again. more duet. That's all I ask.
As a good friend once said, do you think you can just forget?
Oh, interesting.
You're cool. You know that, right?
I wouldn't say cool. I'm more of a jackass.
Oh.
The air is chilly and dry as the fallen leaves. Blonder cheeks dance to the rhythm of the wind. You really are cool to come here like this and speak of dreams. My dream came true, and that was enough for me. Or so I thought. But here you are.
Now she has another dream.
My withered heart with your smile.
Hey! Stop it! Don't make her cry! You're a jackass!
I swear, please stop hitting me!
Maybe I'm just greedy, but I want to dream again.
That's so cute, actually.
Someday, we'll waltz together. We just might.
Oh boy. Well then,
And it comes to a head. So
what'd you think?
I think I think it was a good what is it? A good evolution for like a lot of the other characters in terms of like wrapping up. So I think basically like a lot of the other storylines kind of have wrapped up in terms of like this not only progression for Arima in terms of like performing again with Heart, teaching Nagi, and kind of rounding all that sort of stuff off. We've rounded off Watari's story essentially. Tsubaki's is still in there. We haven't seen her in a couple episodes, 3 episodes. And then they're revisiting the main storyline. It was super nice to see that, again, like Watari shined again of like being able to take the sacrifice play and, you know, show Kaori, because I think he knew that that would give her more hope than anything.
Yeah. I think they did a good job when Kaori's story got especially hard to build up other storylines so that there's still that progression for Kosei and every other character that they pulled in, and like Watari for example, so that Kosei can be in a spot where he can meet Kaori again and they pull that plot line back in where it makes sense and they're both more matured. Like now it feels like Kosei is the one that's the positive, pushing her, pulling her along, etc., etc., while before it was Kaori doing that for Kosei.
Yeah.
And there was a good bridge and transition between those two kind of flipping roles.
Yeah. I think it also, like, I think when we finished the last episode, you were like, I don't get the point of this little girl.
Yeah.
And, like, they brought it all back together with this presentation. Performance in making Kaori go from I want to unalive myself to I have restored hope in what I want to do. Because without this arc,
yeah,
she would have still been in the same place, and Arima probably would have not thought past that either. Because I think even you said is like he's been thinking about this the whole time.
Yeah.
However, going through this arc with Nagi,
he sees there's another purpose out there.
Yeah.
Or there could potentially be something else.
Correct. Or the fact, it's also just the fact that, like, I think he's sensed all this hope from other people. Like, he knows that Takashi and Emi and Nagi all have this, like, hope in how they play. And, like, I think that's the reason why he's like, yo, Watari, can you do this for me? Because maybe it'll reach her. Maybe she'll feel better. Maybe she'll not give up and, like, have something there.
Yeah.
So I think that, like, that's where I think this, like, these last episodes, I feel like this is where the writing's shining, because everything that's random all of a sudden just cohesively comes together and it all clicks.
Yeah.
Like, I was very impressed. Like, I didn't remember these particular episodes so much because I think
they are bridges.
Yeah, the whole like Nagi stuff like was it wasn't like a big strike in my head the first time around, but like this time, like seeing the side characters and knowing kind of like what's happening, it let me focus on those people a little bit more. And like that's where like these 3 episodes were super key on tying up a lot of loose ends and like really showcasing this writer's brain.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate it because it's like really well put together, when before I think it was just random because I was so focused on the heartache of Kosei and Kaori. I didn't really see how everything else was like enhancing it.
Yeah, yeah. Good point. Yeah, and now we're back in the Kaori and Kosei duo, and
basically
curious to see how it evolves. Yeah,
because 4 more episodes. So yeah, we're back to the mains, and then we're gonna see how this all pans out. So we'll be streaming tomorrow, probably earlier. So we'll be doing like 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, 6:30ish, probably 6.
6, yeah. Because I think we just have a lot of stuff at night, and that's the reason why this has been taking so long, is because our nights have been crazy, our weekends have been crazy, so we haven't been able to like really set aside time. But we're going to try to commit to 6 p.m. the next couple days. The next one is going to be the finale of this, 4 episodes. Get through this by 8ish, and then the day after we'll go through the OVA, which is the prequel to this. So you guys can tune along for that, and we'll round off Your Lie in April all in all, and maybe we'll have some Canales. Who knows? But thank you guys so much for sticking around, coming in and watching, whether right now or after. Always appreciate you guys hanging out with us and talking in the comments and things like that. Anyway, that's it for this stream. We'll see you guys later. As always, appreciate you.